Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tuesday Tip. Today we're going to talk about what you should do before and after your races at a swim meet. Everybody has their own different routine that they need to establish before they swim, and you should make sure that you settle into a routine sometime around 30 minutes or less before you start your race. Often that routine will include warming up. If it's been over an hour since you last touched the water, it's usually a good idea to hop into the water around a half hour before your race and just lengthen it out and sort of get your heart rate up before you talk to your coach, all that stuff. Make sure your body is ready to actually compete and move in the water. But the big thing is, sometime before your race, you gotta make sure that you talk to your coach and you establish a plan for your race. Don't talk to your coach 2 hours before your race, especially if you're somebody who is maybe a little bit newer, a little bit less experienced. Make sure you talk to your coach some point before your race where you'll still remember what they told you to do. Make a simple plan, 1 or 2 thoughts that you can have in your head at the same time while you're swimming. Don't go beyond that. Keep it simple. Once you've talked to your coach, get into whatever sort of pre-race routine in those last, 10, 15 minutes before your race to get into your zone. Lock in, make sure that you're feeling loose and ready to just feel the water and have a fun time going all out. After your race, there's this little moment when you hit the touch pad, and it's so common that people will hit that pad. Some people even start before they hit the pad and look up at the clock for your time, right? As a coach, it drives us nuts when we see you finishing your race and you start to do this, and you haven't even hit the touch pad yet. Today, I want you to consider, and maybe practice it at your next meet, hitting the touch pad and taking a moment to not even look at the clock. Just take a moment to sort of settle. Maybe have like one thought about what just happened, right? Maybe something of like, ooh, I did this really well, or that wasn't something that I would want to do again, right? Hold it in your head, then take a look at the clock and be like, okay, that's what I want. Then hop out and go see your coach again after your swim, okay? That's the pattern. Talk to your coach before, have a race, think about what happened, see the clock, go talk to your coach. After your race, when you're having that post-race talk, maybe bring up something that you noticed during the swim, if there was anything that you noticed at all, as well as try to find something that you did well and something that needs work. That's the usual pattern. We want to notice the things that we're doing well, as well as the things that do need to continue to improve if we're going to see time drops in the future. After you've talked to your coach, after the swim, in some way try to register your thoughts. Some kind of feedback that the coach gave you, make a little note on your phone's notes app, or literally take a notebook and just jot down some notes. It could be as simple as like 100 freestyle, keep my head down, right? Or 200 breaststroke, glide on the first 50 more. Whatever. Take a literal note, do a voice memo on your phone, or talk to a friend or one of your parents or a sibling or just somebody so that you can actually voice or somehow remember later the thing that you figured out on the pool deck on race day. Because how many of you have been there before where you had something so fresh in your mind and then you wake up the next day and you're like, I have no idea, right? No idea what happened yesterday, right? That was 24 hours ago. I'm a new human being, right? Very easy to forget. So do something that you can preserve later on, especially if you're like me and I can't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning, okay? That's it. Those of you who are racing for Nutria, we've got an intra-squad meet this weekend, and this will be a good opportunity to take this stuff into practice. So have fun, race hard, and we'll catch you next time.